Peace, everyone. Hopefully, you can all hear me and see all right, and the music is all right. Um, Definitely put on one in the chat if you can hear me. I'm just gonna keep going until I see some sort of response. But yeah, it's another live sketching session, and I'm gonna be finishing up this sketch tonight, and you know, whatever happens, for better or for worse, it's gonna be done. And I'm gonna move on to another drawing because I spent too long on this one already. And I want to be able to do something like this in a single setting or a single sitting rather. But for the most part, I've been taking it slow and refining my process, working on things that I might be lacking or things that I think I may have learned wrong and I have to unlearn. That's a huge part of learning as well. Learning what doesn't belong there. You may have added an ingredient that doesn't belong there. You got to take it out. Um, just through trial and error and different practices. So last session, I said that I would because I had to leave kind of earlier than I usually do. I had an emergency. I had to pick someone up who needed a ride, and I said that I would do some work on this in the meantime, in between time, but I did none of that. I had so much stuff to do. I basically didn't do anything. So we're right back where we left off last time. Yeah. So I'm gonna continue adding in these shadows. I'm still looking for music that I could play in the background without getting like removed from certain platforms or getting shut down or getting flagged or anything. So I found a bunch of instrumentals on SoundCloud. Let's see how it flows throughout the live. So what I'm doing right now is just adding in some darker spots, and the whole purpose of this is just to add in finishing touches to get it to a point where I'm remotely satisfied, and then I can let it go. I don't want to overwork this. I think I've gotten a fairly accurate likeness. It's just a matter of making sure that I get the right values and I convey all the information that needs to be conveyed. It's kind of difficult to do that um, because sometimes you want to convey every little freckle that you see on the person's face, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. You can do it to the point where it's just barely recognizable. But once the likeness is there, mission accomplished. And I want to get to that point where I'm not so hypercritical that I want to, I don't know, get every single strand of hair. I'm not striving for hyperrealism, just getting a basic likeness and conveying information to the point where you understand it, and then we can move on. Instead of belaboring a point. Not that there's anything wrong with hyperrealism. It's just not what I'm going for. I used to when I was much younger, because I just thought it meant that you were a great artist if you can make something look on paper exactly the way it looks in reality. But over time, I just found that I wanted to convey what was going on, and Yeah. Oh, peace, Anaya. Peace, peace, peace. Yeah. Um, willfully, everything is going well over at True Health Live because I was over there. For those of you who may be coming in later, and I kind of blundered it. I not kind of. I made a goofy mistake. Instead of leaving, um, by closing out the window, I left the way that I leave these lives, and I ended the broadcast because I actually had permission on my page. Willfully, they got up and everybody's back and everything's moving. How are things going over there? By the way, it's True Health Live. So you're done here. You can go over there, check out their channel, subscribe, support the thing. But it's basically health professionals talking about health issues, um, and some really good information, some really good content. Can't talk today. Some really good content and some great guests that they have there who are also very knowledgeable. Grab another stuff. Okay, yes, it's back up. I am. Listen, I was, I was in the background apologizing profusely to Sister Yafe because I really did not mean to do that. And as soon as I hit the button, like it's like, what have I done? I had to immediately go reach out to her, but they got back up fairly quickly. I think. I shared the new video, so yeah, hopefully everything's going smoothly over there. But that was like, man, talk about finishing touches and doing things in a refined way. And I just shut it down on my way out. It's like, oh man, come on. But yeah, man. Okay, I'm gonna. Sometimes I go silent on everyone when I start concentrating. Willfully is good background activity. Or so I've been told. People do stuff while I'm doing stuff. I think I said it before. It's oddly um, motivational when you're in the same room with someone else who's working. It's funny how that works. Mic drop. Jeez, it wasn't like a mic drop. It was like I was leaving the stage and I tripped over the surge protector and pulled all of the plugs out. And then you can hear someone in the darkness like, "Are you serious? Who let this guy in here?" Man. I'm learning to accept my clumsiness sometimes. So, because I do some stuff, and as I'm doing it, even I'm like, "What are you doing?" in the background? It's slow motion. Like, no, don't do that. Yeah, but working on finishing stuff or having a strong finish is ironically what I wanted to kind of have a little bit of commentary going on. So it's kind of extra funny that I had that whole situation happen. But I thought it was interesting because finishing is sometimes the hardest part. Starting and finishing is sometimes the hardest part of any creative endeavor. Starting is difficult because you're not sure of how it's going to go. You have all this anxiety, and then you somehow gather the courage to start. And once you've started, you may even get into like a groove. And once you work yourself into a groove, it's like, oh, okay, this is cool. I'm doing this. And then you get to a point where it's time to wrap it up, and you're afraid to wrap it up. And I found that it's usually because of a few common reasons. One of them is because you're afraid of starting again. You're afraid of starting something else. So because you don't want to start something new, you hold on to something um, familiar longer than you need to. It's like I just got used to this. Now I gotta let it go. So that's one of them. Another one is sometimes you just lack follow through, and the lack of follow through can come from not necessarily having to be accountable for your actions. So you drop things um, prematurely, and there's like no recourse for it, or no maybe no chiding that comes on the back end of making such an abrupt decision to just stop. I've definitely had my situations where I've done both. Very, very, very scared of starting new stuff. So I very clumsily ended my old stuff, and sometimes it just wound up ending in like a mess, or a very unrefined product. It could have been much better had I actually put in the work to do it properly. And I'm just gonna pull up my chat on my other device so I can see, because this one looks like oh, thank you, Virus07. Give thanks. Yeah, welcome to space. I'm just pulling up my chat on a different screen so that I can read everything properly. Okay, yeah. So Naya, I saw that you put something in the chat, but it was kind of long. That's interesting. I saw your notification and thought of what I wanted to work on creating next, but I haven't finished the dress I started yet. So I made the notation of the new project, and I'm working on finishing my dress. Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Who are you drawing? I'm currently drawing Lupe Fiasco, and I'm working on getting a lot of his features down, because it's very easy to confuse him for someone else if he's not drawn correctly. I'm finding that to be the case. Some people said it looked like I was drawing Cameron. It's like, no. Like, nah, not Cameron. But yeah, Manaya, that's so true. I can't tell you how many drawings I started and never finished because I had another idea. That is another common reason why people sometimes don't finish what they start, or don't finish in a strong way. You kind of haphazardly just throw it away, and then you start something different. You know, and then there's usually like 6 or 7 things I have going on at one time, and it diminishes the quality of every single task that I have going on. The more tasks that I take on, so nobody wins. Chief Yuya had said this often, that sometimes we pride ourselves on multitasking, and what we really need to focus on is being able to do one thing and have a relationship with that one thing and get it done. It could be something as simple as eating a meal. It could also be something as simple as having a conversation with someone. or going to dinner with someone, having a meal with someone, and your phone is on silent. That's usually a big thing with I think it's like dinner etiquette. Like you put your phone face down on the table and you don't pick it up. You don't peek at it under the table or anything. But yeah, man, just having a one-on-one with someone. I can't tell you how annoying. It's never happened to me personally. I don't know how I would react, but I can't tell you how annoyed by proxy I get when I see two people sitting down, and one of them just pulls up their phone in the middle of the conversation, disengages, and takes a picture of their food and starts um, putting it on Instagram. Like they're posting while the person is speaking to them. That's so, like, it's so rude. Like I'm right here, But a lot of our experiences have been digitized. Even with this. Okay, Virus07 says, so you think people should focus more on doing one or two things better than of doing like 15? Yeah, I think that's very important because you get more quality out of it. Um, I was just gonna bring up AI, but like that's like a trending thing now, AI art. And a lot of artists are like, it's very polarizing. Like a lot of artists, some artists are like, they don't like it. Some artists think it's super cool. And there's actually like a hybrid of where I've seen people doing collabs with AI. So that they would start the piece out. How does this line up? Lines up like that. They start the piece out with AI. They put in their prompt, and then after they started the piece out with AI, they come back and they like do some drawings over it. Like they just augment or change up a little bit of what's going on, what the AI has produced. And I think that's kind of akin to what we're going to be looking at in the future. That's just my estimation of it. Because if you think about digital art, most traditional artists, they were like getting on people who were doing digital art, and some people were like, that's cheating. Well, here we go again, right? AI art is somehow cheating now because you're getting a computer to produce it. And it's scary too, as someone who makes their living producing images, to think that anyone who doesn't have that artistic skill can they can just type in a few words and a machine spits out um, some really, I think, really beautiful work in some cases. Um, so the quality is better than the quantity. It depends on what you're doing it for, I think. Um, if you're doing it because you have a commercial need, then the quantity may be better for you because you may want to produce a lot and sell a lot. But if you're producing something because you really want to perfect and hone your craft, like what I'm doing with these segments, um, I'm just here sketching. This is like my workshop hours. This is me working on my foundations and my technique and taking my time. Sometimes I take too much time. So even working on how long I take to finish a piece, all of that goes into what I perceive to be useful, or what I perceive to be like a successful session, because I set out to improve, and at the end of the session, where I produced a lot or a little, I improved. So mission accomplished. And it's not meant to be like this big, I'm gonna teach you how to draw. And it's nothing like that. It's just me drawing, and maybe discussing certain topics that I find interesting and interacting with everyone in the chat and seeing what they find interesting or talking about what they're working on, you know. But yeah, if someone is working on something for like quantity, I know someone who does this guy I follow on Instagram. He deals with lucid dreaming, you know, and he's been doing it for years. I actually learned lucid dreaming from him. Like he did a YouTube video, I followed the steps, and I did it. It happened, and I followed him on Instagram when I found him on it. He actually takes his dream journal and he enters the entries from his dream journal into the AI, and it recreates an image of his dream. It creates an image based on the dream that he spoke about, which I think is really cool for someone who doesn't draw. If he can't draw and recreate this beautiful image, and maybe he doesn't have the money to commission an artist, he can go to this program, and it'll basically produce a rendition of what it is that he saw in this dream. It won't be exact, and he may not be able to express to the program the same way he would to a human that, oh no, it was a little greener. It wasn't that's not green enough. Or it's a little darker. It was actually much scarier. You made it look pleasant. You know, the machine may not know what it looks like, or maybe it does because it has access to all of. It basically has access to Chief. You had always said we are uploading our brains onto the internet, so it has access to all of our brains. you know, so all of these social media websites, even the people who are using AI, like there's this trend where everyone is doing a self portrait in AI, using AI software. So that's the scary part too. Um, so I do agree with you there, 5 or 7. And you had asked, you asked a couple of questions. For how long have you been drawing? I have been drawing, geez, I started drawing when I was very young, copying my eldest brother. Um, I think he was like 17, or he might have been like 15. So I must have been like 11, because I think he has, no, he was like 17, I was like 10. Yeah, so maybe since I was 10 years old. Yeah, sounds about right. So that's a little over 20 years. It's been a long time, and I've just been doing it because I like doing it. Sometimes it was for attention, um, which comes with the territory of being young, trying to discover who you are and things like that. Sometimes it was really meditative. Sometimes it was to challenge myself. But yeah, I've been drawing for better part of 20 years now. Jeez, it's been a while. And the other question was lucid dreaming. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with lucid dreaming, it's basically to be lucid is to be conscious, right? To be aware of something. So lucid dreaming is being aware that you're dreaming while you're dreaming, and you can actually do some fun stuff after you've become lucid, quote unquote. Once you become aware that you're dreaming, you can actually take control of the environment, or influence the environment to a great degree. And I've had a couple of experience um, with these dreams. Maybe I'll do something similar. Maybe I'll draw one of my experiences based on the dream. I think that would be cool. Yeah. But any of you in the chat can let me know. I should draw what I said. All right, I'll see what I can do. You know, I might actually get into it a little bit more again. The reason why I started with lucid dreaming was I was having memory issues, and I was like a hippie when I was younger. Like my little cousin always used to tell me I was like a hood hippie. I was just always interested into things that were not of the norm, or things that existed outside of what was explained to us when we were younger. Like, okay, this thing is a thing. Why is no one talking about this thing? You know, and that would always make me go explore it, even if it was something that I was told I shouldn't explore. But I did do it because I thought it would help with my memory issues. I wanted to see what was going on inside there, you know. So it's like a way to open up my own head. So I'm curious to see what I'll find now. Now that I'm a little older and I've had different experiences. You know, I'm still a very active dreamer as long as I let myself sleep, because I'm always doing something. Um, okay, this needs to angle out now. So I'm sorry for shaking the camera. And you probably can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, that's better. So this comes down like this. That's a little better. Yeah. So how about you though? Virus 7. What do you do? Or anyone in the chat? I know Imanaya said she was working on a dress. I know you crochet. So what do you do? What are you working on, Virus 7? Okay, studying in university. Nice. Yeah, I have spring semester coming up too. Yeah, how many years have you been studying now? How many years have you been in school? What are you studying? Mm, Oh, okay, biology. Nice. I'm studying business. Okay, so this goes around like so. Put it over here. And that can come out like that. Aren't you studying related to drawing or something? Um, oh, aren't you studying something related to drawing? No, not right now. Not in university, at least. That's too expensive. I take courses. Um, I take different courses, online courses, but to go to university for drawing, yeah, I don't think I can afford that right now. So I'm going to university for business because I want to get into business and investing. Um, and maybe in the future, learn the art of the business of art. So sort of like those palindromes. I want to learn the art of business. I also want to learn the business of art. But yeah, okay, so that's the cap. Mm, that's something important to know. Grab something else. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, university in general is really expensive. And it's like inflation going on now. So not only is everything more expensive than it was in the past, but people are asking for masters and doctorates and PhDs when they used to just ask for an associate's or a bachelor's. It's really it's crazy how all of these costs are going up. Oh, let's see what I did wrong. Oh, thank you so much for coming through, Virus. Yeah, yeah, Virus 07. Thanks for coming through. Hopefully we'll see each other again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So this is going this direction. Okay, so that's a little bit better.
Born for a purpose, but bound to a certain from ether. Now slave to these creatures. Tricked and abused, falsely accused, raped and tortured, even poison our water. So we flee and look to each other. Mother, oh, where will you go? What will you do? Run from the city, head to the hills, look for yourself.
See, what we like to do here is take some time to free your mind. That is if you don't mind. 1, 2, 3.
I'm breaking free from this mental captivity. I'm breaking free from this mental captivity. I'm breaking free from this mental captivity. I'm breaking free, free.
They don't care if you black and you innocent, but they fear when we black and we militant. Break free from the mental imprisonment. No more being impotent like revolution imminent. The people perishing for the lack of intelligence and arrogance. They disregard the historical evidence. It's evident these people are willingly ignorant, and the knowledge of self is no longer in the remembrance. But a remnant shall return to their inheritance, while many lost sheep shall be meat to the slaughter. Listen to the pastor preach at the podium. He likes to bring your presents and your money to the altar. Tell you, clap your hands, stuff your toes, go next, no questions, do what you told. Well, go, Lord, black Sam Rose, no woke to them on the steep road. It's African American. You are the children of Yahshua. That's right. The children of Israel. And you have been in all those times. Your captivity has been explained. We broke the holy covenant, now we suffer because of it. Cursed under the rulership of our enemy's government. Went from godly and militant to benefit.
Okay, I think I'm back. I think I am.
Never walk alone with their eyes only on their phones. Be aware, beware of these pedophile snares who don't care if you scream fight, keep your shed a tear. That's what scares me the most. walk with them, have a heart to heart with them, let them know you are with them. Love them, instruct them, don't let nobody touch them or adopt them. Instill confidence, give them praise and encouragement, build trust. At any and every cost, no matter if our life is lost, we must.
Scrolling on my news feed, I came across a post shared of a missing teen. Instantly, I thought about my sister Aurora. Scrolled up some more and seen a recurring theme. I weighed the means, it really breaks my heart to see all these children taken forcefully who look like me. I pray to God for them until I have sore knees. Say it's smothering us with evil, now it's hard to breathe. I see angels raining down from heaven, extending their wings to cover you with protection. And as long as I'm alive, 365, I'm shooting from Deuteronomy 24/7. They gon' feel it. I hope this song is restitution for lost innocence in this rush hour of human trafficking. Let me call my sister just to make sure that she's straight, cause it's our place to always
Walk with them, talk with them, have a heart to heart with them, let them know you are with them. Love them, instruct them, don't let nobody touch them or adopt them. Instill confidence, give them praise and encouragement, build trust. At any and every cost, no matter if our life is lost, we must. Walk with them, talk with them, have a heart to heart with them, let them know you are with them. Love them, instruct them, don't let nobody touch them or adopt them. Instill confidence, give them praise and encouragement, build trust. At any and every cost, no matter if our life is lost, we must.
Don't take the children, they are your children. Don't take the children, they are your children. We are the future. They are your children. Protect your children.
Oh, peace. Peace, Avanice. How are you? That is Soothing Sounds, Chief Yuya.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر. الله If I tell you now, will you keep on loving me? There's a cornerstone, and we never felt like this before. There's a cornerstone, that is you. Give me the sweetest love.
Face looks sad. Think so? I might have tilted this eye downward too much. Live and learn, I guess. I don't know if I could do anything about that.
I get no warning what the bad turns are gonna come. So I'm building what the bad days. And so that that's how you go. So you think that you learn to let go. And some
This time we're gonna go straight through. Oh yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take a look around the block. See a lot of people slipping. Think about the bitch you been alone. Why the heck they gotta be mistaken? Just so we now we fix our eyes on the center to the church. And we spend our time trying to really do my part, just to let it all hurt. But if it's sure that the church is a plan in the church, looking mad cause they stand from the dirt. And we born with the pain, so we always walk when it came like the chance to the curse. With the flaws and the veins and the heart to the saints. More rich with their paw from my paws to a chain. And sick is just all that we're all of the same. When I call to recall, but I fall from the wisdom. My earth is one of ways of forgiveness without a taste of his tenderness. Tummy's turning to worm and no toleration for sinners. We see the dog in our vision. We're steady watching the specs on the spectacles in the record like there's no God in the heavens. So ain't no problem with telling folk that they got to repent and grow. Just acknowledge the skeleton. But that's what it's done. Mercy on us. Sin is tripping off us. While we pointing fingers. Right now all I know is gavels down, down. Ooh, gavels down, down. We like to be there, but we want the road. We love the bubbles. Everything that comes. Till they open up the curtains. Hold up. We like to be there, but we want the road. We love the bubbles. Everything that comes. Till they open up the curtains. Hold up. In our eyes we are wise, but to God we are fools. On the road to Damascus, all we are blind and true. We are blind and true. And this life is a test, and he blocks our sight from the text. That's the real one. Stand up close, every life with the tombs and skies as a womb. Tired of it, we hate to be judged, but we want the road. We claim freedom, but we hug the road. We place our feet up at home. These pagans see us as Jesus, but we don't come close. Quarters is session, you using your prudence. Murder's the charge, you prosecuting the shooters. They take the gun to the left just to prove who are using. Everybody gets convicted, including the children. Lord, mercy on us. Sin is tripping over us. While we pointing fingers. Right now all I know is gavels down, down. Ooh, gavels down, down. We like to be there, but we want the road. We love the bubbles. Everything that comes. Till they open up the curtains. Hold up. We like to be there, but we want the road. We love the bubbles. Everything that comes. Till they open up the curtains. Hold up. Mercy on us. Sin is tripping off us. While we pointing fingers.
Peace, Sister Yahweh. Yeah, peace, peace. I don't know why everyone's saying he looks sad. I don't know. I didn't mean to do it. Whatever I did.
You can do all these things. You show up. Don't have to be rich.
Peace, Emily Kira Eden. I actually do, Sister Yahweh. A live drawing of someone, I don't think I've ever done that. Not in front of people, at least. Maybe for like practice or study. Oh, give thanks for the heads up, Sister Shell. There needs to be more contrast on these lips.
Like a movie that you can't predict, like a drug that you can't resist. And sing along a song that flows so sensual. Bring along a sip to make it all so sensual. Verbally that is making love to the music beats, vibing to the beat at night. With the whole city fast asleep, out controversy to rise and the lips take hold of a poet of most powerfully. I feel free when the world doesn't know it to me. It's so hard to find a kid that lives up to the villain, trying to find a reason to work out, feeling not fit. But thinking is wishful, like a star upon a town, gets enough. The ceiling, how far do we have to trend the truth? Fit the lives down the road that no we do. We can take it all back on the register. It's all over.
Kind of though.
Break it all down in the pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your finger wheel, that's good to go. On the analog, you want to keep it going. Sit back, the breeze and let the memories flow. Comedy, tragedy, all the highs and lows. It's funny how the music put a time to perspective. That soundtrack to your life is perfection. Whatever you are, feel it, go keep walking and we can't get wrong. Wherever you are, funny how the music put a time to perspective. That soundtrack to your life is perfection. Whatever you are, feel it, go keep walking and we can't get wrong. Wherever you are. Like a move that I can't predict, like a look that I can't resist. The tingling feeling was so mutual. The lingering appeal was so unusual. Verbally, what is medicine to a love soul can become poison. Something with the whole body classically out cold truth. You just seem to come to me. I take hold of a possibility of infinitely. I see clear when the world doesn't show it to me. It's so hard to make sense in the cycle of feeling. Trying to find a reason to quit and make it feeling I admit. But feeling is painful. Like a star upon a couch, staring down from the ceiling. How far do we have to dress the picture before it gets laid in the human texture? We can take it all back to the register and start all over from the camera's done and save it all up for another surprise. Homecoming gathering with the big surprise. Your hungry paper record, that's good to go. On the analog table and the circle flow. Sit back with feet to hear the MC flow. Hi-hat, kick drum on the high and low. It's funny how the music of the time to be back. Outside, track to the life of perfection. Whenever you are, feel it, go keep walking and we can't get caught. Wherever you are, funny how the music of the time to be back. Outside, track to the life of perfection. Whenever you are, feel it, go keep walking and we can't get caught. Wherever you are. Okay, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canvas dust and break it all down in the pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite jacket and you're good to roll on the analog trail and you love the roll. Just stroll to the trees and let your miseries go. Sunshine, hurricane on the highs and lows. Yeah, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down in the pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite.
Peace, peace, peace. You made it through eating. I don't know if anyone has. Yeah, if you haven't gone to bed yet, just put a one in the chat. I'll let you know. But if you have gone, then everybody could just keep guessing. Yeah, not you. I was talking to Yakira since she actually asked. Everybody else can keep guessing. I guess I could have missed this one out. Mm,
We're gonna do a tune. And like every time I do something that you like, I wanna hear you scream, holler, raise your hand, anything. Alright? It goes something like this.
All right, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this sketch. If you haven't guessed by this point, this is a drawing of Lupe Fiasco. All right, so that's it for this sketch. Like I said, I was finishing it up. You know, done or not, it's gonna be done, and I'm gonna be moving on to something else. Um, but I'm definitely look at me still touching stuff. uh, yeah, but stay tuned. You know, we're gonna be coming back again next Tuesday. We may be doing a drawing of someone. We may be just getting into some free sketching. Who knows? You never know. But I'm definitely thankful as always for everybody coming through and just supporting as I figure out what I'm gonna do with this channel besides just sketch. But yeah, give thanks and peace out.